All right, give it to me.
The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Can't you get? I want to know. I want to know if you can get to that. Can't you get? I want to know. No?
No.
Funkadelic?
Oh, okay. I just know the hook. That's all. Oh shoot! Hold on. Let's get this back over here. Okay. All right. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies from Nerds Who Bully Me, host Leroy, aka Concrete Jungle, with my co-host.
Yeah, this is Eli, aka Sinister Six Pack and a Pound.
There
And
you
a
go.
churro. Fuck it.
If he's sinister 6-pack, I'm sinister 8-pack. There you go. I completely draw a blank at the beginning.
I was making a Taco John's reference.
Oh, okay.
You know my nerdy references and mixing with food all the time.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we're
Or
back.
Churro Baca. That's what I should have said. Churro Baca.
Churro Baca. Okay,
right
so
off the top.
we're giving you 2 for the price of 1 at the beginning of this episode. So yeah. All right, so we're back with another episode. Like I said, you got me, you got Eli, and you also have the wonderful, lovely, vivacious Doombot. So
all hail the Doombots.
hopefully they don't kill. All hope lies through Doom. Hopefully they don't kill us for the end of the night. So yeah. And we also have boom.
Ooh.
Big Jake, not the little one. How's my favorite ladies of the night? Ladies of the evening.
Yeah. Ladies of the lake.
Yeah, we're doing fantastic. Like I said, okay, let's go ahead and start the show, man. We actually have one thing, but we got a lot of things to talk about. Yes, the thumbnail, we're going to dive into it. We're going to do a deep dive into it. We're going to do movies talk. We're going to do comic talk. We're going to do maybe some other stuff in there, but we're going to talk about
Hot
the
talk.
movie. Yeah.
Hot, sexy talk.
Anything and not to get us in trouble. That's the main thing. But the first thing, like I said, we're still in Black History Month, Eli.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I feel like this week we took an L. We took a couple L's.
Okay.
First, the Super Bowl Sunday halftime show with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Because now that he's done it, everybody knows about it. Like, when you start seeing this, it's getting out of control. So not only are you seeing this, bell bottoms are back in style now because of him. So
I don't recall him wearing. Was he wearing bell bottoms?
Yes, he was wearing bell bottoms at the Super Bowl halftime show.
I don't recall.
So now, if you look online, if you try to buy some bell bottoms, they're all sold out. So to let you know, Eli, before you start seeing bell bottoms walking down the street, you're trying to figure what the hell's going on. That's what happened. So okay. If you want some and you can't find any, that's what happened.
I don't think I do. No.
Just giving you a heads up. You never know. Jake might want some bell bottoms. You can't find any bell bottoms, Jake. Bell bottoms are the best. Happy to back. You act like you was around when they were here.
Yeah, in case you need to jump out of a plane, you got a parachute.
Right. Well, those hammer pants. Remember those? Those need to come back.
Oh yeah.
Jackson Hutto. What up, brother? What it do, Jackson?
How you doing? Thanks for listening.
Hammer pants never come back. Anyway, that's the first L, Eli. The second L actually happened probably yesterday. Also doing the slam dunk competition. Once again, Matt McClung won 3 years in a row. Black History Month. Wins slam dunk competition.
Is that the fat guy or something you were talking about?
No, not the fat guy. He's the other guy. But the thing is, he only does one thing. He just shows we don't know what team he plays for. We never see any highlights of him. All he does is show up once a year, dunks on black people, and leaves. We never see him again. Like, this is one thing. Just like we can't have this one thing. Can we move the slam dunk competition to March if he's going to win everything? So I don't know, Eli. I think that's an L for us. That's all. So yeah, what do we got here? What's your favorite music? We love Taylor Swift. Ask Eli his favorite Taylor Swift song. He probably gonna have to narrow down the top 10 list before we can give it to you. But yeah. For me to poop on, For me to poop on. All right. So now that we said all that, let's get to the actual podcast. We're gonna jump into it. We're gonna do it. Start with Eli's favorite part of the podcast, the box office results.
Oh, damn. We're bringing it back.
We're bringing it back. Yeah. Oldie but goodie. All right. So give it to me, Eli. What was the number one movie of the week?
Was it a Disney movie?
Of course it's a Disney movie.
All right.
The movie in question is...
Taking it back to the day.
Exactly. We almost back before pandemic time.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So the number one movie of the week was, of course, a Disney movie, Captain America, Brave New World, New World Order, whatever you want to call it. It's number one movie. People were debating on whether or not it's going to hit 100 million. Because Disney movies, well, Marvel movies especially, used to do $100 million movie, dollar weekends, and they sleep. Like that was nothing. Now, because of the uncertain times we're in, you don't know. But they're saying it's 88 right now. It's probably going to estimate to 100. So blah blah blah. Basically, the movie made money. People are mad because the movie made money. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I know why they mad. We know why
they mad. So yeah. But that's the thing. So the movie made money, even though the movie was getting trashed by Rotten Tomatoes. But that's cool. Like I said, Rotten Tomatoes can think what they want to think. The box office think what they want to think. We don't care what anybody thinks. All we care about is what we think.
Yep.
Like I said, me and Eli, that's what we think. If you want to voice your opinion, start your own fucking podcast. Right now, you can listen to what we got to say.
And our opinions are the only one that matters.
He's right. If you don't click off, of course. Yeah. Now, before we get into what we think about this movie, we are going to do some deep lore dive in the movie and stuff we saw in Easter eggs and blah, 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 and stuff like that. Because, like I said, it's a comic book podcast. So I know just like Eli saw it, like I saw it, we saw stuff. We're like, oh, that's the thing from that thing. That's the thing from that thing. So in case you don't know what that is, because a lot of people were watching this didn't know that there was a Red Hulk. Little stuff like that. Yeah, that's not something he just made up for this movie. That's actually been a thing. Hold on, what we got here? How would the woke crowd?
How would the woke? I got something to say about that, but not yet. Just yet. Yeah.
Keep it in the holster for right now.
Yeah.
We'll let you unleash it in a second.
Woo,
we are gonna go there. We are gonna go there.
Bing, 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 ricochet rabbit. I'm about to...
Right. But before, like I said, we're gonna voice our opinions before we do that. But I just want to ask Eli one question before we go deep dive into it. Eli, is this movie better than Top Gun?
I think yes, it was.
Okay,
and I haven't even
that's
seen
all.
Top Gun.
Anything else? We're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. I just need to know that.
I don't need to watch Top Gun now.
That's the bar. This movie. That's the bar right there. Because people are like, the movie is bad. How bad is it? We're giving you a bar right there. So yeah. All right. So now let's deep dive into this bad boy. Okay. Like I said, before we get into it, also I left a cryptic message on my Facebook page that people are still trying to figure out and decipher where I put this. The new Captain America movie equals Kendrick's halftime show. I'm not going to elaborate. I'm going to elaborate tonight, but I just put that on there because when I watched the movie, that was like the first thing I was thinking of. I was like, it's giving me that vibe, that energy. And the internet reaction is giving me that vibe and the energy also. But I'm not going to deep into it.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
But the thing is, it was funny, Eli, when I put that down there, I was getting so many different responses. Oh, so that means the movie's good? Oh, the movie sucks? Oh, the movie's understood? Oh, the movie is mid, but it's got mystics? Whatever you want to think. I don't want you to interpret what you thought of it. But now, is there some message in this movie? Is it a message about a black man, trying to save America from a monster in all red? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just coincidence, but we're not going to go there. We're going to talk about comics,
Escapism.
Escapism, so like I said, we can talk about this. First thing to talk about Sam Wilson, the Falcon. Like I said, he was the Falcon back in the 60s. Yes, T'Challa, the Black Panther, was the first black superhero in Marvel, but the Falcon was the first African-American superhero in Marvel. You can go between him and Bill Foster. Maybe one of them was there, but the point is, he was the Falcon. He was there. In the comic storyline, Steve Rogers' Super Soul Serum started rejecting his body for some reason. All of a sudden, he couldn't go anymore. Gave the shield to Sam Wilson, became Falcon, became Captain America. Boom, that was the storyline. So a lot of people are freaking Eli. For some reason on my timeline, I'm just seeing some weird shit. Like a week before the movie came out, people are like, "What? They made Captain America black? Like, where the fuck y'all been?"
Yeah,
this is weird.
And that was he was on the Winter Soldier show.
Yeah, he was on the Winter Soldier show. He's been in every Captain America movie except the first one because that was back before he was born. And so it's not, and people are freaking out they thinking Captain America went to the hood and just dropped the shield off in front of whatever, and it just drove off. The dude was with him the whole time. Anything Captain America did, Sam Wilson was there on his left. So,
I was talking about Isaiah Bradley.
Oh, you talking about Isaiah Brad? Okay.
When you said Black Captain America, that's who I thought of.
Which we need to bring that up also because, like I said, do I have it on there? I have it. Let me find it. There we go. Isaiah Bradley is also in the movie. Also, the first Black Captain America, not only in the comics but canonically, he predates Sam Wilson as the first Black Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've read this story. This story is from Truth, Red, White, and Black. Now, in that story, if you read it how it's supposed to be read, they're insinuating that he was the first Captain America, period. Of course, fans got pissed. So the writer decided to do a little rewrite in the background, change it. No. First Black Captain America. So that's so because you know how some people get, you know. I don't think too many people saw the TV show. I don't think they did either. I mean, obviously, they don't. And that's the funny thing about it, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff. This should just made us a Disney Plus show. Yeah, I don't watch Disney Plus shows. So what the?
It was.
What doesn't prove anything?
It was a show,
right? And it was a show. That's the thing. So what else we talk about? We talk about. I'm gonna just start clicking stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna just start clicking stuff. What do we got here? Harrison Ford is Thaddeus Ross. This is now the thing is, now you wondering why Harrison Ford just popped up in these movies now. Yes, it's his first MCU movie. However, the character he's playing is one of the OG MCU characters. Like, he was in the Incredible Hulk. And we're going to talk about the Incredible Hulk movie a lot in this podcast.
Yeah.
But if people don't recognize him, yes, the Thaddeus Ross character, Thunderbolt Ross, was in Incredible Hulk, in Civil War, in all those movies, things like that. However, he passed away.
Yeah.
You know,
just a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, just a couple years ago. Yeah, like but they decided to recast the role in that one. So Marvel is saying that they can recast when they want to.
They can, yeah.
They can. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing that.
They can. They totally can.
They can't. I'm just gonna just throw that out there, but we can move past that.
But Solo.
But yeah, like I said, and the Red Hulk thing that was in the comics. Like I said, Eli on another podcast or another episode of the podcast we did a deep lore dive on Red Hulk. So it's not something they made it for the movie. They just decide, let's just make Red Hulk a thing. No, he's in the comic. He's been in the comic like a while now.
Like a while now. And then there was also, and he became like, was it the Hulk Agents of Smash? It was like a cartoon.
Eli, I'll be honest. The Red Hulk and Agents of Smash, that's my favorite interpretation of the Red Hulk. I love Red Hulk, and like he makes that show for me, that cartoon for me.
He's like the Raphael.
Yeah, he's like the Raphael. He read all this stuff like that. So
yeah. Well, yeah, he was on a cartoon. And Agents of Smash was a Hulk crew. Hulk, it was like the A-Bomb,
but with Hulks, you know.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then Red Hulk was at Scar on there, and then they had Red Hulk.
She-Hulk was there, you know.
Yeah, so he's been a thing for a while, like at least over. Damn.
Like I said, Harrison
when was that?
Ford
Was that Jeff Loeb? Jeff Loeb, right?
Jeff Loeb wrote that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Green Hulk.
Green Hulk, yeah, because because he can continuously get stronger. You know, that's the thing. So and we got some other characters we can talk about also. Let me see. Like I said, we talked about Red Hulk. We talked about Sam Wilson. Oh, Joaquin Torres, the Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when Falcon got a promotion to Captain America, he got a new sidekick, Falcon. So and he's in the comics also. It's not something they made up in the comics also. Only thing is, in the comics, his origin is different. He's a half bird thing dude. I never really liked him in the comics. Anytime we review Sam Wilson comics, I always skip any of his storylines. So but he is a thing. He's in there, you know. So that's his storyline. Also, this is an interesting one here. This chick.
Oh yes.
Now
this is controversial.
This is controversial. This is so controversial that I don't even know if we should even claim that she's a comic character, because they did so many rewrites. She's nothing like she was in a comic.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were boycotting it because
people were still boycotting
this, even though it's not who you think is boycotting. It's
right.
It's actually like progressives are boycott. We're calling a boycott of this. And
Let's break it down, because a lot of people don't know what we're talking about.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, like I said, this chick, I don't remember her name, Ruth or something like that. She was a Secret Service / Black Widow.
Sabin, what's her name?
Yes. But she was in the comics as another Hulk villain. What the fuck, Eli? we have to address this. We have to address that eventually. But yeah. So she was
that all the characters make that
yes
ride the coattails of the Hulk.
Right. Like what the fuck? Like he just fighting, like Captain America just fighting Hulk villains all day. So shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, her name is Sabra. I don't remember.
Sabra,
something like that.
Yeah.
And she's an Israeli superhero. I think she's a mutant in the comics, something like that. But but they completely changed it because that's how they were at first, and then people find out that she was even in the comic, and because of the whole Israeli-Palestine thing going on right now, people are on one side of this, one side of that. Freaked the fuck out. So they said they boycotted the movie. So, and that's part of the reshoot. Like I said, the movie went through a lot of reshoots. One of the reshoots was that they completely reworked her character to the point that she's not even her character anymore, and people are still pissed.
Mm-hmm.
They're pissed just because I think that actress was in the IDF, like the Israeli Defense Force. Well, the thing is, I think it's law that if you live in Israel,
you're supposed to it's required that you have to join,
be in the military. Like it's not an option. Yeah. To gain citizenship. What is shit like Starship Trooper? We had to become a citizen. So that's fucked. That's a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't even know. What's the
problem? Well, I don't know. It's in some iterations she's like a mutant, but in this movie she's like a ex-Black Widow, right?
Yeah, she just shoot guns and shit. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like they changed her so much that at one point, is she even the character they says she is? She's just a person. But people still mad. So I don't know. People get mad over anything. So yeah. What else? We didn't run through everybody. With some other people on there.
Well, it's the whole damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're not gonna, you boycott this movie, and and then a black superhero, a first led black superhero movie, or not the first one, but you know what I mean, like Anthony Mackie's first starring role in an MCU movie. Now he doesn't get a check or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Right. It hurts his track record. So there's no. Like it's a lose-lose situation. You know what I mean?
That's what, if we've learned nothing else in the internet, we've learned that you can't please everybody. That's the whatever you do, you're gonna piss somebody off because everything is political. Everything is political action. Whether you choose to be or not. If you choose not to be political, it's being a political action.
Yeah, you're choosing to not standing up.
Right. So you can't win. Also, the person we need to talk about. So, spoiler, like I said, we're going to spoilers. We're talking about this. So, the big bad of this movie, the main villain of this movie, which they kind of spoiled but didn't spoil. Not him. Did I lose it? I think I lost it. Found it. Leader. The leader.
Yeah.
So now they never actually said the leader in the name, which they had plenty of times to name drop the name. The name they never did. Like say it. Yeah. Like the Japanese prime minister, shit like that. He could have easily said, "Who's the leader?" He didn't say it, but whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked him. I liked them, even though it was very Baron Zemo-ish, but I liked it. Also, a Hulk villain.
Yeah, one of the main Hulk villains.
Well, like the main Hulk villain. Yeah. What about the guy with the weird look? That's the leader. That's what we talked about. Yeah.
The weird look. Yeah, the weird look. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hope we talking about the leader, not us. I don't know. Like I said, there probably were other people in the movie, but I didn't go that deep into it. I'm just saying the people that I know for a fact I saw that like, oh, that's that person, that's that person, that's that person. They were people. So nice that they were digging into the comics. Then some people were reworked. Some people you had to rework.
Even Bucky makes a cameo.
Bucky makes a cameo. Congressman Bucky.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So they do that in there. So I just like how they did that. All right. Now we said, is there any other comic lore we need to address? Dump in there before we.
I think what was it? The Sidewinder and.
Oh yeah,
Serpent.
I believe we got that. The Serpent Society was in this, but the thing is, they did what they normally do. Instead of having a wacky ass costumes, like the Serpent Society are like some wacky ass dudes and shit like that. They have like snake costumes and shit, but this they just dudes.
They're just military.
Yeah. And I honestly think, Eli, I guarantee you, I think that was part of the reshoots. I think the original reshoots, they were going to have them all wacky and shit. They were going to have Snake costume looking like Cobra from G.I. Joe. And then now they decided to work with this shit. No, we're trying to be serious. We're trying to be grounded. And then they reworked all that shit. I think. Because another thing, all that work and research we did on Diamondback, she's not even in the movie. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, Marvel?
Oh, wasn't Seth Rollins supposed to be in the movie too?
They cut him. They cut him from the movie. Yeah. He said he had some parts in it. Yeah, he said like a role. What do we got here? Taurus Gamer. Okay.
Yeah, what up?
I feel like this is a person I know, but anyway.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. All right. That being said, can we move on into the thing?
Sure.
Here we go on. Oh, like I said, now that was our deep dive. Now we're gonna jump into the comics. Jump to the movie. And say we want to. Now, Eli, is it okay if I go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me get it off my chest. Then you can do whatever you need to do after. You want to rip this movie?
I feel like you got more to say than I do.
Yeah, I think. Matter of fact, I took notes. Let me look at my notes. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me see.
Break out the pad.
Yeah.
The notepad.
Love from India. Nice. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for listening, man.
Eli, we are international.
Damn,
worldwide. Bone shit eat. Wait, that's not India.
Prestige. Worldwide.
JBN. All right, so we're gonna delve into this movie. Okay, now, like I said, I'm going to give my review of this movie and what I thought about why it reminds me of the Kendrick Lamar halftime show, stuff like that. And we just got to jump into it. So here is my official review of this movie. Now, like I said, I appreciate that Marvel is trying to do a fresh reset of the Marvel. I do feel like they were trying to do a fresh reset of the Marvel universe with this movie. However, they doing so much heavy lifting with the Marvel stuff they've already done so far. So yes, they're trying to be an original movie. At the same time, it's a sequel to The Falcon and Winter Soldier, Civil War, Eternals, 2008's Incredible Hulk, Black Widow, and I probably missed some shit. So you want to go into this movie looking that's a fresh start because it's a fresh movie. Yeah, okay. There's a baby space guy in the middle of the Indian Ocean that they don't explain in this movie. So if you don't have like a level 8 Marvel nerd with you, you don't know what the fuck going on. You're just gonna be like, what?
Yes, this movie is very rich in MCU lore.
And very like just MCU lore dump. And it just feel like this movie, like, what plot lines do we have left over? All of them? Dump them in here. Be done with it. So people will stop bothering us with this shit. So I do feel like I don't know how people will accept this, because like I said, this is a Black Captain America movie, and I see a lot of people going to this movie that don't watch Marvel movies. So they're going into this movie and they're going to see all this lore dump, and they'll be like, what the fuck's going on? I just want to see Black Captain America. What's this baby space guy doing here? What is all these Hulk villains showing up for? So, and that's the thing. It almost felt like they were doing a Hulk sequel without the Hulk. Because, like I said, we got a bunch of Hulk villains. We got Red Hulk, Hulk villain. Thaddeus Ross, Hulk villain. I just named 2 people the same people.
Leader.
Yeah. Oh, give me somebody else. Leader, Hulk villain. Sabra, Hulk villain. On top of that, Amadeus Cho was one of the people that was cut in the reshoots.
Oh, was he?
He was supposed to be in this movie. Yes, they already cast him. They actually cut his scenes. Yeah. So they're doing all that. It's like, do they have any room for Captain America in this movie? Now, personally, I think they did, but I think what they were doing is that they were doing a co-lead thing. It's Mackie and Harrison Ford. Instead of just being just Mackie. No, it was definitely a co-lead thing. Because it's like, if you get Harrison Ford, you get Harrison Ford. You use Harrison Ford. So, as far as what I think about the acting in the movie, Anthony Mackie did a great job. Now, Eli, I was shitting on Mackie for like 3 years when they cast this role. Because the thing is, I never believed he was a leading man. I always thought like he's good in supporting roles and shit like that. And he's good for, getting roasted by Eminem, in 8 Mile and shit like that. But as far as like his own movie, like he's got like 50 million Netflix movies that I don't watch any of them shits. But in this one, I think he did his role. I think he actually did a very good job of fleshing out not only Captain America, his version of Captain America, but also Sam Wilson. Like, I understand, the method of those characters. I understand their characters. I thought they was pretty good. Harrison Ford. Now, here's the thing about Harrison Ford. When you watch a Harrison Ford movie or movie Harrison Ford, you're either going to get, I'm here for a paycheck Harrison Ford, or you're going to get, I actually want to be here Harrison Ford. In this movie, I feel like we got a mix of both. But here's the thing. Harrison Ford half-assing is still better than 90% of Hollywood. Because they're still trying to find another Harrison Ford. They ain't found a Harrison Ford because Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford. Keep in mind, yes, he's playing the president in this. He's played presidents before. We can name his top roles. We got Han Solo. Yes, Harrison Ford. You can name Indiana Jones. But probably his third most famous role is Jack Ryan from those, spy movies he was making, shit like that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing what this movie was trying to do. It was trying to be everything. It's trying to be a reboot / sequel. It's also trying to be a geopolitical spy thriller / superhero movie. Now, how does that work? Now, we've had that before. Like I said, we've had other Captain America movies before. Winter Soldier did that. Civil War kind of did that, but kind of forgot it was doing it halfway through the movie. But it tried to, at least. And I feel this movie
it was grounded in like the political intrigue, yeah.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if there's one thing I want to knock this movie about, I think it was trying to be like so much like Winter Soldier, so much that it almost felt like it was ripping off Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Like it was like full scenes that were just ripped off a Winter Soldier. Isaiah Bradley jumps the window like the Winter Soldier. He finds an underground bunker with a government conspiracy like the Winter Soldier. His friend is in a hospital and another Revenger buddy shows up to give him a pep talk like the Winter Soldier. I'm like, oh wow, and I feel like it's almost like, he gets ambushed in the middle of the street by some terrorists like the Winter Soldier. So it's almost like they were purposely redoing Beast because they were trying to make the movie so safe instead of trying to be on its own thing. Because they pumped so much money in this movie, they got to make their money back. So Winter Soldier's popular, let's just do that. And like I said before, with the leader, they just did Baron Zemo. Now for me, that's cool. That worked. I'm just saying they've done that beat before. That's the same thing Baron Zemo was doing. Pitting everybody against each other, playing behind the scenes, shit like that. That's thing. And to be honest with you, that actually fits the leader more than it does Baron Zemo. That's kind of the shit he does.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. But like I said, I thought the action scene great. I thought the aerial scenes were great. Like you said, it's better than Top Gun. I think some of the action scenes, like when you get the aerial dogfight scenes with the baby space guy in the background, like I thought that scene was great.
Yeah.
I thought the Red Hulk Captain America fight was great. I thought that was a good thing because you really think like, how the fuck is he gonna beat this guy? And here's the thing about it. I felt like Sam Wilson was the only guy that could have won this fight. Like if you put like Steve Rogers in this fight, he wouldn't have made it because of what he had to do to beat him. Because I'm not going to spoil that part of it, but I'm just saying. Now the thing is, you will see limitations of Sam versus Steve Rogers. Also, like I said, he don't have the serum, so you do get the shit. He gets the shit kicked out of him a couple times. Like one of the dudes at the beginning, that big huge dude. Apparently, he was a secret society assassin in the comics or shit like that. So now we know if Steve Rogers would get the guy, he would have folded his ass up like laundry in like 10 seconds and moved on to the next guy. Meanwhile, with Sam Wilson, it's a whole on boss fight. That's what it is. Giancarlo Esposito, which I thought was great in this role, even though he wasn't in a whole lot, but he was in it enough that I think I like the role in it. He was fucking Sam up. He would have did this shit to Steve Rogers, But that's the tension of it, going through stuff like that. But like I said,
I think that's the point. I think it's the point. Mm-hmm. And they kind of touch on it at the end of the movie. Like Sam has to work harder. Mm-hmm. He's not. Yeah, he doesn't have abilities. He's just a human.
Right.
So he's got to work harder. Hint, hint.
Yeah. Now, are you saying there's symbolism in this movie?
I'm saying there's symbolism. We don't have to get into it right now, but
Okay, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, we'll get to this thing about
40 acres and a mule, man.
So that's what was going on with this movie. But at the same time, the movie also shows Sam's strength. We always talk about what Sam can't do, but we also talk about what he can do. What the hell would Captain America have done in that dogfight with the baby space guy? Taking out two fighters about to start World War III. Ain't jack shit he could have did then. Yeah. But that's a fight tailor-made for Sam Wilson and Baby Falcon. So of course they could do that fight. But so yeah, so the movie does a great job of illustrating what he can't do, but also what he can do. Like he said in that trailer that wasn't in the actual movie, he said, "You're not Steve Rogers." He's like, "You're right, I'm not." The point is, he's Sam Wilson. He did the fight exactly how he's supposed to do it, and the way he beat the Hulk, yes, because he wins the fight against the Hulk by himself. I know there was internet talk that the Avengers are going to show up, that he recruits them halfway through and help him fight Red Hulk. No, it's just him by himself.
Yeah.
And so, but the way he beats him, it makes sense in the context of Sam Wilson. Like if it was anybody else, they'd got folded up. So let's see, what do we got here? I haven't seen the movie yet. Spice Tabasco. What it do? So yeah, I'm glad you're clicking on because we are spoiling the shit out of this movie for you. So yeah. Let's see. Captain Suit was made. He actually had I think 2 suits in this movie. Yeah, I think he had 2 suits. Like one in his first half, one in the second half. So, but yeah, they were cool suits. I do like it that you remember how Falcon got that neck guard in the comics, and he had it in Falcon Winter Soldier. So the reason he don't have it in this movie because Anthony Mackie said he hates that shit. He don't like that shit. Like, don't do it. You know what? And I'm cool with it. Like, why does he have that shit? You know, let his neck free. You know, did I run through all my notes? I think I ran through all my notes, Eli. Like I said, we can talk about this. I don't want to get into the symbolism just yet, but there is symbolism in there. Just talking about the movie. Like I said, to wrap up what I said, Anthony Mackie, I thought he did a great job as a lead. Harrison Ford is like, he can read a phone book. I'm there for Harrison Ford. I don't really care. He's there. Everybody else in the movie felt like they was doing their part. The new Falcon, I thought he was great. You know, I was like, he was funny, and him and Anthony Mackie had good back and forth going on. Isaiah Bradley was the heart of the movie, so I'm glad they didn't cut his, because I felt like they wanted to cut his scenes, but I'm glad they left his scenes in there. And plus, his scenes added to the symbolism. But we'll talk about that. You know, I like the leader, Eli. I like what they did with the leader. I thought he was a fun, just in the background doing shit. I know people don't like his design, but I like the design because they added to the body horror they were trying to emphasize of what was done to him. So that's why I liked it. You know. Giancarlo Esposito in a little bit, but the little parts he was in, he punched the movie up a little bit. So, like I said, I had fun with this movie. I think I may have gotten more out of this movie than most people did because I did enjoy the movie and I did catch all the little symbolism that they were saying that was like under the surface. Because I almost feel like some of the reshoots were to put some of the symbolism under the surface also instead of making it overt. Because you got to sell this movie to everybody, so you just can't. You know, you got to make it where you see just enough of it so the people that catch it, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna slap a score. I'm gonna let you go, Eli, but I'm gonna slap a score on it. I'm gonna say 4 out of 5. That's what I get the movie. I know everybody was shitting on me. Other people I put the post out there like, what the fuck you talking about? Captain DEI, you giving it? Like, yes, I'm giving all this shit. I don't care. So yeah, I say what I gotta say, Eli. Say what you gotta say. Do what you need to do. Tear this movie the asshole. I don't care. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Okay. I almost wanted to like type that out and just put it right there. Eli's gonna say it was okay.
Thought it was all right. I thought it was perfectly fine. It was, to me, it was another sort of mid-tier Marvel MCU flick. Another filler movie. You know how you have a filler issue that just sets up the next shit. That's what I felt this was. Just a filler movie.
Let me say, it's one more. I'm gonna let you go, but it's one more thing I want to add to this. Also, I do feel like this movie was dialed back a little bit, like from other Marvel movies, and I appreciate that. I'm glad it wasn't about the galaxy being destroyed and red beams and aliens coming just like that. It does feel like it was a dialed back movie where we're trying to get back to the base, because even the Captain America movies themselves started to get too outrageous to a point. You know, it does feel like it was dialing this back. So one reason I like this, but I'm gonna let you go on. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I thought it was like just a filler movie to set up bigger stuff. And I don't want to say disappointed, but I was excited to see this. Because the Captain America movies are probably some of my favorite MCU movies.
I say some of the best superhero movies, period.
Yeah. So I was like kind of stoked to see this, you know. So going into this, I was excited. But then it just kind of felt like it got a little convoluted to me. Yes, there was so many plots going on. I felt like it was weighed down by the MCU lore. Like, yeah, it was like harkening back to all these movies that I forgot even existed.
Some of you hadn't even seen.
Yeah, I hadn't even seen the Eternals. But yeah, I felt it was just way down and convoluted. And the one thing that I found interesting, they kind of took like the Isaiah Bradley. I felt like that he was like the one plot point that I was interested in, and I felt like he took a back seat for the rest of the movie, because that was interesting. Like when that shit happened, when he like took a shot at the president, I'm like, oh shit, this is the Manchurian Candidate. This is the parallax view. This is like an old 70s.
It's Winter Soldier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were recycling shit. Yeah.
The government making, brainwashing assassins and shit. Like, okay, this is cool. So this is going to be Isaiah Bradley clearing his name. But no, they throw him in jail and leave him in jail for the rest of the movie. And I was like, I was a little like, that's it. That's he doesn't get to, and he doesn't even come back to do anything. Like he doesn't like get to punch anybody.
Didn't help him out with a Hulk fight. No, he's
that would have been so satisfying if he could have like got some revenge out of it, got some payback. Like he got to punch somebody, And I hope it does. Yeah, they're not. Oh, we're gonna save it for when the Russo brothers come back in Secret Wars and Isaiah Bradley gets to punch a Doombot for 10 seconds. Like no, man, give us. Like I felt like that was such a strong plot point, and that's what I latched onto. And then they just threw him in the background. So, and that's what I'm saying. Is like this movie, everyone bitching about this movie being woke. That was the woke shit. And that took the back seat for all the fluffy comic book shit, So the wokeness got dialed back because Isaiah Bradley, that's the woke shit. That's the woke storyline. The first Captain America did wrong all his life. And now you throw him back in jail.
But at the same time, like some of the woke shit they were talking about, he was like, the reason he went back willingly in jail because what would have happened if they would have started shooting at him?
Yeah.
In there. That would have took a turn. That's why Sam Wilson looked at him. He was like, if you run, it's going to be worse. And he's saying worse for you. It's going to be worse for us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that was sad. That was sad. Yeah. Like when he said, I can't go back. I'm like, I felt that, you know? So for him to take a sideline for the rest of the movie, I just like, oh man. So, and then of course I'm a Hulk guy.
I thought this would have been right up your alley. I mean, it's basically a Hulk movie.
I did not like the leader.
Okay.
I did not like the leader, man. I'm like, come on, man. The MCU prides themselves on comic book accuracy. And they made him look all like a fucking Last of Us monster. like man, I was like, okay, this is the leader, one of the Hulk's main villains.
Like main villain, yeah.
And they just kind of like half-assed him. And in the kind of way they just kind of threw, I felt like he was kind of shoehorned in here. At the last second, let's throw a Hulk villain in there. Let's like make Isaiah Bradley's character second rate and just throw on all this comic book shit because that's what the fans really want, Because
they've been wanting what happened to the leader like 15 years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my main gripe was the leader. I wasn't a fan of the leader, and I was interested in something else than what this movie ended up being. I did enjoy the action scenes. Like I said, yeah, the dog fight was cool. The ending Hulk fight was cool. Right. I liked how Cap was using the vibranium to absorb all the power and throw it back at the Hulk. I like that Sam basically, did the sun's getting low, big guy, like talked him down. Because I would have been pissed if like, okay, just a regular human beats the Hulk.
Like knocks out the Hulk like he's Batman or some shit,
You know what I mean? So because the Hulk's been kind of, last time I saw the Hulk, he was like getting his ass whooped by Thanos.
Right. and that's the thing. I think they want, even though I know the Red Hulk in the movie doesn't act like Red Hulk in the comics, but I think they wanted to give movie audiences a Hulk that they remember.
Hulk, yeah. And he was cool. I like the fact that he went on a rampage, and I like that they brought back Betty, and I mean, I was into all that, So it's not like I totally disliked this movie. I did enjoy it. It's just like it kind of went off in a direction that I wasn't so interested in, you know, and just in the end became just another mid-level Marvel movie for me, you know. So that's about it. I mean, I did like I said, going back to like the symbolism, that ending scene made it for me when he's talking to Joaquin in the hospital, and where he's like, I got to question myself. I'm always questioning myself. Am I good enough? And blah blah blah. And
and also saying how it was bigger than him.
Yeah, like, am I qualified enough? Am I qualified enough to do the work, to do the job? And that's the point of the movie. Yeah, Sam has to work harder. You know,
and the
to
fact
get
he has
that
to
job.
overcome his imposter syndrome, even though we already went through this arc in Falcon Winter Soldier, but that was him avoiding Captain America. Oh, now he is Captain America, and everybody is reminding him, you ain't Steve Rogers.
Yeah,
you know,
that
you
that
ain't
you
as big as him. You ain't as fast as him. You ain't got the serum, also like that. So
you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have the powers. You know, but he has to work twice as hard to be on that level. You know, to get there. Which again, symbolism for minorities. You know, we have to work harder to get to where we are.
Exactly.
You know,
some more symbolism I thought about the movie. Okay, remember I was talking about the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. Okay,
yeah.
A lot of people didn't know what the fuck that halftime show was about, but there was one specific point that movie was about. It was about, with Samuel Jackson tied into everybody, that it was about a black man navigating through the politics of America. That's what
the
it was
game.
About. The game. It was about it.
Yeah.
Sam Wilson is doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He's Captain America because they allow him to be Captain America. The president of the United States telling him, yes, you can be in our inner circle. You can sit at the table. You can do all this stuff right here, but you got to play the game. Yes, your friend shot at me. You can't be seen, you know, helping him out or going with him. The opposite's going to be long right there. So it's almost like he got to play the game. Like if he just played the game supposed to go, he's not worried about, you know, the guy that inspired him to be Captain America, because that's the thing about this movie. Steve Rogers inspired him. Isaiah Bradley inspired him to be Captain America.
Yeah.
So he's saying he got to leave him behind just to play the game? No. I gotta do whatever I can to help him. And another thing is, like, we've seen Steve Rogers step outside the box all the time. Ain't shit gonna happen to him. Sam Wilson don't have that same luxury.
Yeah.
He can't step outside the lines like that.
He can't throw a tantrum. He can't get angry.
He can't do that stuff. That's the thing.
He's under a fucking microscope. The first fuck up, he's done. And that's how it is in the real world. Like that's the politicalness. That's the wokeness. That's the politicalness. Like Isaiah Bradley, that, you know, Captain America, the super serum, the super soldier, that's the fantasy. But Isaiah Bradley, that's actually based in reality. Like that shit happened. The government did do experiments on black soldiers and stuff. Like that was based in reality. So that's actually political.
We can even make it more current and compare Isaiah Bradley to Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the whole point of it. Because, like I said, they stripped because they wanted him to go overseas. They didn't do that. They made him, you know, basically pariah in the city. They wanted everybody to hate him, and then they want everybody to love him after he was broken down and couldn't do anything and stuff like that. Just like now, and Isaiah Thomas in the movies, he's moving around like that. But in the comics, he can't even speak. Like after everything they've done to him, you know. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on in this movie, man. If you look for it, is there?
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Marvel movies. I know a lot of people think the only Marvel movie that has any kind of message is Black Panther, and that's it. And the rest of this shit is just candy coated shit like that. Like you can't look deeper into it. You can look deeper in some of this other stuff. I know it's theme park shit, but there are other stuff going on in some of these movies.
Yeah, like Winter Soldier, Civil War are some, like I said, some of my favorite movies out of the MCU, and they do I feel those movies make the MCU matter because they are grounded in a reality. They are grounded in a political commentary, social commentary,
right?
You know, and make the rest of the fluffy theme park shit matter, right? You know, so and that's what I felt with it. My disappointment in this movie is I felt like that the messages were kind of diluted because they wanted more theme park shit when they could have. Yeah.
So just understand what you're saying. So basically you're saying the movie was trying to do too much. It was trying to be this realistic grounded thing and a superhero movie and basically collapse in its own way. Trying to be everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand it. Fair criticism. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. You know, I know in this it's the internet. It's got to be awesome or shitty.
Honestly, Eli, I thought you were gonna go listen to that. I'm shocked at that.
No, I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I had, like I said, it's another Marvel movie. It's not the shittiest. Like it's better than Iron Man 2. It's better than Thor: Dark World. It's better than Ant-Man. So I don't think it sucks. But I wasn't particularly moved by it either.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Because I already knew that my rating was like the hot take. Like nobody else is rating it that high. And I've seen the Rotten Tomatoes score. Rotten Tomatoes is tearing this movie a new asshole right now. That's what they've been doing for like the last 5 MCU movies. Now, what I haven't done, I haven't looked at anything else. I haven't gone to, YouTube and looked at any critics or TikToks and like that. I didn't look at anything. I was like, look, I like the movie. I'm good. I don't. If anybody don't like it, I'm good. But I did want to hear what you had to say about it, Eli. I want to see if you could bring me back to reality and see what I'm not seeing. And I'm cool with that. So
yeah. Like I thought it was okay. Like it could have been better. Like I was there for it, but it just went in directions that I would rather have. I wasn't interested in. Like I wanted more of Isaiah Bradley, maybe less of, the Hulk. To me, like the Hulk didn't like that. That was such a strong story. Like I didn't need the Hulk.
Right.
If you gave me a strong Isaiah Bradley story, we're like, oh shit, they just Isaiah Bradley's got framed. He's got to clear his name, and Sam and Isaiah Bradley team up and got to clear his name and uncover all this fucking shady shit. Like, give me that. I would have been cool.
See, the thing is, Eli, I almost guarantee you that may have been like the original story.
I bet it was.
but the thing is, they got to sell this thing to the masses.
Yeah. Let's throw the Hulk in.
You got to throw the Hulk in.
We know what comic book movie.
Yeah.
And that's
Isaiah
the thing.
Bradley doesn't put butts in seats. Hulk
will.
So.
Yeah. And that's the thing. The comic book fans, we want this, we want this, we want more of that. Well, then you got it, and you're still bitching. Like,
well, some people are bitching because okay, how many minutes do you think the Red Hulk was in the movie altogether?
Not much. Like he didn't show up till the end.
Yeah, but like overall, what did you think? 4 minutes, 10 minutes? What you think?
Yeah, maybe the last 10 minutes, maybe the fight.
Okay. So some people are bitching about that because apparently they assumed that the Red Hulk was gonna be all through the movie. Like
this was a Red Hulk movie. Yeah.
Like, why would you think that? That's like they only show you like 5 scenes in the trailer. They're all in the same scene. So of course, it's not like he's gonna fight the Red Hulk 3 times. It's Sam Wilson. He's not gonna fight the Hulk 3 times. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'll get you next time, Captain America. Oh, he would have killed him the first time. So
yeah.
Oh shit. I think we talked enough here. You move on past that.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Yeah.
Like I said, good discussion. I hope y'all got what you need to. If you listen to this podcast, drop your rating in the comments. Cool. We want to hear what you got to say about it also. Because now that we said we have to say, I'm fully fine to check it out what everybody else has to say about this movie and dig into it and see the discourse of it. Because I do feel like the opinion of it, like the general populace opinion of it, I do feel like it's still debatable right now, in flux. But by next week, it's going to be solidified. Whatever it is, it's going to be solidified. Whether or not this movie sucks or not. Like Flash sucks. That's what it is. General, undivided opinion, because that's just what the internet says it is, So we'll see what happens next week when the movie gets. And I'm pretty sure here's what's going to happen, Eli. Somebody's going to clip a meme of this movie or whatever it is, a scene of it. It's going to go viral, and that's people are going to make or break this movie, depending on that. Maybe the after credit scenes. Well,
it's just sad that we live in a time where we can't constructively criticize art. We have to either, okay, if you like it, you're woke and you're a lib, and if you don't like it, you're racist, and that's just stupid. I'm tired of that.
Like that. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, yes, the Black Captain America movie. If you don't like it, you're racist. Like, not necessarily. I mean, maybe you just don't like the movie. Now, keep in mind, if you've been bitching about the movie for a whole year before it came out, you might be racist. So.
Yeah, I mean, there are them out there. We know that there's a population out there that won't see it because of bigotry bullshit. Yeah, and then fuck them. They don't matter, and I don't consider their opinion worth anything, But but I mean, still, like the general consensus online is, it's like either like it, you hate it. If you like it, you're this way. If you don't like it, you're that way. You're given a label, and that shouldn't be the case. Like,
Well, see, the thing is, this is the first divisive Marvel movie we had in a while. Because the other Marvel movies, people just said they sucked. The Marvels. What else? Ant-Man 3.
I didn't see that one either.
There's another one that came out that I can't remember. But whatever it was, people just like, nah, that shit sucked.
Oh, Love and Thunder, that got
Love and
shit
Thunder,
on.
they said it sucked. Yeah, so it was just like, no, this shit just no. So we'll see. That's the thing, Eli. I was waiting for this movie, not for the movie, for the discourse of the movie. That's what I was waiting for.
Well, yeah, we saw it all before the movie came out. We people already decided whether we're going to like it or not.
Right.
Just because of whatever political side they're on, and that's the thing, it's not political. Them thinking, oh, it's woke, trash. That ain't political. That's just you being a dick. There's no political about that opinion other than your own bullshit bigotry.
Right.
That's not political. That's just your dumbass, uncultured ass.
Right. And yes, y'all are so clever with the Captain DEI. Yes, it's so hilarious.
Yeah, that's the new woke term.
Right. That's
woke.
woke
Got played out. Woke got lost its meaning.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Anyway, can we move on past that? We'll move to the next part of the podcast. I think we've gone enough about this movie. I think people listen to it. We gave them enough of what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we talk about the comic books. We're here. This is Comic Book Bullies. We talk about comic books. We can jump into it. Eli, I'm gonna let you go first because I don't know what you got, but we can.
I only got two. What do I got? Absolute Batman.
Absolute Batman. Batman AF.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolute Batman number 5.
Okay. Before you get started, this is like the last arc of this story. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The last issue of the Zoo or whatever it's called. The story arc. So the Absolute Universe, Darkseid has remade another universe in his name, and now we have another version of Batman. He's not rich. Only his dad died in a mass shooting at the zoo, at the Gotham Zoo. Yeah. Martha's still alive. He is kind of from the hood. He's a genius. He's a super tech genius, and he has even his Batman tech is he's got like a Spawn cape, like a super smart cape or whatever. Yeah, his bat symbol is a battle axe, battle axe. And he's just a tough, grittier Batman. He's huge. He's also huge, so how people don't know he's Batman, I don't know. and Alfred is like a secret agent, kind of following him.
They were like sent to kill him at first, but then cool.
So in this story arc, they're following the Black Mask, who has a crew called the Party Animals that are going around just fucking up shit, robbing Gotham and having wild orgies and all this shit. Last issue, Black Mask offered Batman millions of dollars, 200 million or whatever. So I'll give you this money if you just walk away. I've been able to bribe everybody. Here's 200 million. Walk away. Let us do our shit. No one gets hurt. Blah 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 blah. So we come to this issue. Yeah, there's some flashbacks. Oh yeah, there's Leslie Tompkins. After he's getting a rabies shot after the shooting at the zoo because it happened by the back.
Was that her first time showing up in the Absolute Universe?
Okay. Yeah, this is her showing up. And because the shooting happened at the bat cage or whatever, the bats went ape shit. So he got some rabies shots from, just a precaution. And here's Leslie Tompkins giving him a rabies shot. So Batman's basically driving around. He's on his motorcycle, kind of going around the city.
That's cool ass panel right there.
Oh yeah, the funeral for his dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Batman's going around the city on his motorcycle, kind of taunting the Party Animals to come get him. I'll give you my decision whether I'm going to take your money and blah 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 blah.
This guy is that the guy he chopped his hand off of?
He chopped his hand off. Yeah, last issue or issue 2 ago. So here he shows up again, still throwing down with one hand. So they meet on the roof. They meet at the memorial at the zoo, the memorial of the shooting. It's like this light that it's a memorial for the victims of the shooting. And Black Mask is like, so what? Are you gonna take my money and walk away or what? And Batman's like, hell no. And then he turns on the memorial light, and he took the money. He took all those millions of dollars and he put it on the light. And then when he turns on the light, guess what? The light shines in the sky as the bat symbol. So
okay.
he took all the millions of dollars and made a bat symbol on the light, and he turned it on. And so they start fighting, basically, and Batman gets his ass kicked. He like
Black Mask?
Yeah, like the whole gang comes. He starts beating up the gang. Black Man, the whole gang. He fights his whole gang. The guy with one arm gets impaled with his cape.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. He basically gets caught and set on fire, and Batman makes an escape. He jumps off the roof, and lands in the street, and then Gordon, Barbara, who's the commissioner. Barbara Gordon's the commissioner.
Right. Barbara commissioner. Yeah.
She picks him up and basically get me to safety. He takes off. And then Black Mask gets on, makes a broadcast, and basically does this sinister monologue basically about how the world's fucked up. The world is dead, it's dying, the system's broken, we're all just wasting time. Why don't we have fun before the world ends? And that's what I'm doing. Come join the party animals. And that's why they're called the party animals, because they just want to have fun before the world ends. So yeah, and that's kind of where it ends. That's kind of, to be continued. It was pretty cool. I did like Black Mask's. I did like the fight. I did like Black Mask's speech. He talked about how he used to work on a pig farm, and he used that bolt gun that, remember in No Country for Old Men?
Mm-hmm.
They used to slaughter the pigs. And he says there's a center of the brain that if you hit it precisely, it makes the pig feel euphoria before it dies.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So it's and that's what we're living in. We're living in a dying world, So why don't we just accept that it's going to die and just live in pleasure? Let's party, join my party animals. I thought that was pretty cool. That's Scott Snyder doing his Scott Snyder shit.
Live like tomorrow is the last day, or live like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. So Scott Snyder having fun, writing another version of a Batman villain, that was cool. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5. This was cool.
Cool. All right. So first book I'm going to do is where is it? One Nation Under a Doom. Getting down just for the funk of it. All right. So Eli, did you read this one?
I did.
Okay, I do want to make sure if you read this. I may need some help on this one. So, like I said, this is about Dr. Doom. I know a lot of people don't know anything about Dr. Doom. All they know is that he does 2 things: rap and foot dive. That's it. But now I'm gonna dig in to Dr. Doom and let you know what he does, because this is a Dr. Doom centric event where he may or may not be the hero. Kind of. I don't know.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's left up to interpretation, but we're gonna dig into it and see where One World Under a Doom goes. Oh, to set it up, okay, he's new Sorcerer Supreme. That's what it is.
Yeah. So this is a sequel to Blood Hunt.
This is a sequel to the smash hit Blood Hunt that everybody read. Yeah.
Vampires took over the world. Blade became the master of all vampires.
Oh, but one of these days I'll read Blood Hunt to see if it was really as bad as I think it was. But yeah.
Well, he made a deal. So basically, he made a deal with Doctor Strange. It's I'll help you, but you have to make me Sorcerer Supreme, and I'll help you. So Doctor Strange, yes, basically gave up his mantle to help. So Doom, because Doom knows magic. For people who don't know, Doom knows magic.
Oh, he's been in the running for Sorcerer Supreme for a bunch of times. But the thing is, the Avengers always do some bullshit to get in his way to stop him from doing it. If they didn't get in his way, he would have already been Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah. So he needed help with a spell, and Dr. Doom was the only magician powerful enough to do the spell. And Dr. Doom only agreed to do it if he could be Sorcerer Supreme. So Doctor Strange said, okay. And that's what happened. So they saved the world from the vampires at the end of Blood Hunt. Now you have Dr. Doom, Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
So take it away.
Oh, also on the cover, I do like it how all the Avengers are bowing down to him.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool right there also. All right. So might need some water before we get started. All right, let's go. All right. So the book starts off with Doom giving a speech to everybody on the planet. He's basically saying, like, I'm giving my speech. He's been gone for like maybe like 5-6 months, like that. After Blood Hunt, he became so supreme. He just been missing. Like he didn't do anything, didn't fucking about it. He just been basically been doing is preparing for this moment right here. So now he's finally popped up and he's giving his State of the Union address, whatever you want to call it. Every single people on the planet, he's basically telling what's going on. He's like, look, I'm in control. I'm taking over. But here's the thing, and I know you think I'm going to do some crazy shit. You think I'm going to start, crushing anybody that disagrees with me, or you think I'm going to build an attack squad and go after and put a bounty on the Fantastic Four. No, I'm not doing any of that. Matter of fact, I'm not changing anything except for two things. And I have two things while I'm in order. The first thing that happens, the first thing I want done is universal health care for everybody. I want to make sure that everybody can have it. They can get in there, free healthcare, do what they want to do. Is it expensive? Yes, it's expensive. But guess what? They could have done this for you the whole time, but they didn't want to do it because they were too greedy. But I am Doom. Doom is above greed. Doom is above
all hope lies under Doom.
All hope lies in Doom. So that's the first thing, universal healthcare. The second thing, he wants universal education. All the way up to post graduations, you don't have to pay for school. So, yeah, so that's the only stipulation Doom has. Everything else can stay the same. He said all the leaders can stay in office. They don't care. And he also says there's one more rule also. Since the whole world is now considered Latveria, there is no war in Latveria. Nobody is allowed to have war or conflict with each other. Otherwise, you're going to have to deal with me. Meanwhile, he's doing all this shit. You got like some conspiring countries getting ready to like attack Doom, but he already knows about it. So he like sent Doom bots specifically to those guys while he's doing the speech, and they get assassinated. While he's doing the speech, he's like, don't worry about those guys. They've already been taken out. So yeah, he just like, and matter of fact, he even says, I'm gonna leave your leaders in place. So the president you have, the president will still be the president with a few minor adjustments. So you see the American flag going down. Meanwhile, the Doom flag raises up over the White House. So he was like, Doom out. And then the Avengers just
the
like
Gulf of Doom.
That's political. So the Avengers is looking like, well, what the fuck, man? We just gonna just sit around and let Doom take over the world? Like, are we gonna do anything? You're like, and first off, how did he get the world leaders to agree to this shit? And they think like, well, maybe he did some magic to whammy jammy them to make them believe that shit. And they were like, well, that's the case. Why didn't he whammy jammy us? Why are we still, in our regular thinking state? And then Wanda, like the Scarlet Witch, the regular magic you just saying like that. Well, don't worry about it, because I've done some magic tests, and there are no magic like over us right now. That's why there's no influence over us.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. I don't sense any magic influence over the world leaders either. And so they're thinking like, wait, what do you mean? Like he talked them into it? Like, nah, there's no way. It's Doom. He's evil. Of course he did some bullshit. He probably replaced him with Doombot, some shit like that. So anyway, Reed Richards found out. Oh, no. They get a message from Black Widow. They message from Black Widow because she's spying on Latveria the whole time, and she intercepts a message from Baron Zemo, because Baron Zemo is just like, look, I'm sick of this shit. Doom is not gonna overtake my planet. This planet is for Hydra. And matter of fact, that gypsy scum, he thinking he can take over, and he start calling Doom all kinds of like I said, Doom is Romani, and Baron Zemo's a Nazi, so that's an issue right there alone. Anyway, he said some other colorful words about Doom, saying he's going to invade the planet, invade Latveria, taking Hydra with him, and he's going to cut off Doom's head, and when it's done, Hydra will take over the planet. Zemo out. And then before you can do that, Black Widow message go out, so that's the end of the message. It's like, well, damn, I guess if Zemo takes out Doom, I guess we win. So I guess if Hydra is the enemy of our enemy, Hydra is our friend. And Captain America's like, what the fuck you say? Like, that's a joke, Steve. Like, nah, don't joke about that shit. No, we're not cool with Hydra. So they basically saying, "Now we need to go to Latveria right now and take out both Zemo and Doom and get our planet back." They're like, "Cool." But she's like, "How we gonna get there?" And Sue Storm is just like, "Don't worry about it. I got that." So she just makes a plane. So she's a fucking Green Lantern or some shit. I
Well,
guess.
well, it's
No,
a
they didn't even say
force.
she made a plane invisible. She
I
just
thought
made a plane.
I thought it's like a force field,
It's a plane force field.
but can't she shape it into any shape? I guess maybe.
Yes, she shaped it into a plane.
Yeah, but she
That's
can
some
do
Green
that. She
Lantern
can.
shit. When did she learn to do that shit?
I thought she can make force fields and make them float.
That's what she's doing, but she made it in the shape of a
Yeah. I
plane.
guess that's new. Yeah,
Like,
her
when
making
did she do that shit?
her force fields turning into like specific shapes. Yes, that's new to me.
That's
But
Green Lantern. That's what the fuck that is.
but her making force fields is a thing. I just
Yeah,
said.
because
I
what
just
I
went,
thought,
well, okay.
yeah, because I thought what she did at first, I thought she took a plane and made it invisible. No, she just made an invisible plane like
Made
from
a
her
force
mind.
field. She made a force field look like a plane.
Right. But it's invisible so nobody can see it.
Yeah, because it's a force field. That's
It's a
invisible.
force field, right? But everybody inside of it is visible also, so they're flying over there. So yeah, so Spider-Man and Human Torch come back forward. Their dialogue was funny. I'm not gonna get to it, but their back and forth is always funny anytime these two get together. So yeah, when they finally get there, they're in Latveria, they're at the border. There's like, okay, so what are we gonna do? And that's when they try to get through the force field. They can't because Doom got magic on there. Black Widow finally shows up. She got like this new outfit. I'm digging it. I didn't know they did a redesign with her, but anyway. She's there basically saying, like, yeah, I couldn't talk to you guys because they got some kind of radio interference that couldn't let me get through it. But yeah, you can't get through it. I can't get through it. That's what's going on. But somehow Baron Zemo got through it. I don't know how he got through, but he got through it. So yeah, and one is just like, yeah, I could eventually get through it. But the thing is, this is Sorcerer Supreme magic. This shit is beyond me. So I can't just do it in a drop of a hat. It's gonna take me a while to get through this shit. So yeah. So that's when they get another interception by Baron Zemo, and Baron Zemo just says, "Okay, yeah, I'm finally invaded Doom's castle. I'm here with Doom right now, and you know what? I changed my mind. Doom's all right. He's a cool guy. So he's just buddy with Doom now. So yeah, and it's just like matter of fact, we gonna team. Hydra's gonna team up with Doom. All Hydra. Not only are we not gonna invade Doom, we're going to help Doom by building schools and building hospitals. So." And that's the thing like that. And they just like, no, something ain't right about this shit. So they intercept the message and they're just like, okay, Reed, can you hack into that message back there? He's like, yeah, I can hack to it. Let me see what's going on. So they hack into the message. And what they see is, oh no, they get there. We're going to do it. Anyway, they split up. Some of them go fight Doom and the other ones go fight Baron Zemo because they find out where Baron Zemo's at right now. It's like some kind of floating base above Latveria, which they can get to. So they get there, a bunch of Hydra agents, Doombots, they fuck them all up, run through them, and they finally get to the interior of it, find out what's going on. And when they finally get there, they see what do they see? What do they see? Oh yeah, they intercept the message. No, they see Baron Zemo's dead body, and they're like, "What the hell happened here?" And they realize what happened is that no, it was a Doombot. I guess it was a Baron Zemo Doombot. What it was, what they find. No, I know what the fuck happened. Captain America cut his head off. Let me
they basically find out that Baron Zemo is a Doombot. He's been
Baron
a
Zemo's
Doombot the whole time.
Yeah, because Captain America does because he was like, this shit ain't right. There's no way Hydra, a bunch of Nazis, will work for Romania. So he asked him what was the date Hydra was formed. He can't name it. So he's like, yeah, it's a robot. And then Captain America cuts his head off. So they pick up the robot and Reed hacks into the robot to find out, what because Reed knows how to hack Doombots, but he never told Doom he knows how to hack Doombots. So he hacks to the Doombot to see what's going on. He can see the message of it. And what he sees is Doom melting Baron Zemo, killing Baron Zemo. So, and replacing him with a Doombot. That's what he did. So that's how he was able to agree with it. And they were like, oh shit. So Doom been lying to people the whole time. We got to broadcast this shit to everybody. So, and then Tony's like, okay, Reed, you broadcast the message, put me in front of it. I'll tell everybody what the hell going on. Because we didn't tell everybody the truth about Doom right now because they're all under his, his spell, whatever like that, because they're believing all this bullshit he's saying, but it's all bullshit. So they talked to Doom, and he was like, okay, Tony, you're on. So he's broadcasting to everybody on the planet. And he's like, okay, I need to tell y'all the truth about Doom. I know y'all think Doom is all this and Doom is all that, but Doom just killed Baron Zemo. I'm holding a Doom bot in my head right now, and we have footage that he killed Baron Zemo. We could find his dead body right now. So while they're saying all this shit, Dr. Doom intercepts their message. No, and then Hydra flips out. They were like, oh, he just killed Baron Zemo? No, we ain't doing none of this shit. We ain't building no school. We ain't no hospital, nothing like that. Matter of fact, shoot everybody. So they just start waving guns at just innocent ass people. And remember, Doom has a rule. No war. So as soon as they start doing that, he gets shot. By who? Dr. Doom riding a robot dinosaur. Because I forgot Doom has a gun.
I guess that's a Doom I guess that happened in another book. That's a Doom from another.
The Thing recognized it. Yeah, the Thing is just like, because everybody else in the Avengers is like a dinosaur. What the fuck?
Was that in that fucking? What was that Thing book with that I read?
Was it a Thing book or a Doom book?
The Thing, where the Thing went and teamed up with Dr. Doom and they went through the multiverse. What was that book called that James Stokey wrote or whatever?
You got me on that one. Anyway,
I'll look it up.
First off, this is a cool ass panel.
Yeah.
Just him riding a dinosaur with a gun. And he just, all this magic shit he got, he just shot a guy. So, and then the dinosaur just starts ripping Hydra agents apart and shit like that, because Doom is just like, nah, you ain't doing that shit. And things are like, oh yeah, that dinosaur, remind me to tell you about this story. So the Thing knows about that story. What is it? Fantastic Four 15, I guess that's when it happened. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Doom is just ripping dinosaurs apart and ripping Hydra agents apart, and he's telling his side of the story. He was like, yes, I killed Baron Zemo. I'm sorry, y'all. I lied to y'all. That I killed Baron Zemo. But and guess what? I also killed Red Skull. I killed him like months ago. You know why? Because there was a bunch of fucking racist, murdering Nazis. You know. So if y'all mad at me for killing a bunch of Nazis, sorry, not sorry. But the thing was, I told this one little lie so I get Hydra to help us, to build schools, to build hospitals. And guess who fucked that up? The Avengers. So you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at them. Because I had Hydra under us to help us out, and now we can't trust them anymore. So yes, and guess what? Hydra, the Avengers have been fighting them since 1945. I took them out in a day. So who's the real bad guy here? They're the ones that keep putting these guys back in the street, and I just took care of them and they're done with it. So you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at them. But if you want to put your hope in somebody, put your hope in Doom. You know, and then the Avengers just realized he fucked us. We played right into his trap because they realized they knew he was going to hack into Baron Zemo's thing. They knew they were going to broadcast, and they knew they were going to checkmate their ass. So yeah, and Reed's like, damn, he smarted me. So yeah, and meanwhile, after Doom and his robot dinosaur eats and chops up every Hydra agent in the room, then he reaches out to the girl that they was about to shoot and says, Doom is prosperity. Only Doom. No, and she says, only Doom can save us. While she's taking his hand. To be continued. So, and that's the thing. That's why this story is so weird, because Doom is the good guy and the Avengers are the bad guys.
Yeah.
So,
well, at least so far.
We know Doom's full of shit. We know that because it's Doom. But it's just funny. That's the thing. Because the thing is, in when you read Dr. Doom comics, he really, really believes he's the hero of the story.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like the other villains. He really thinks that he's the good guy. You know. So it's just an interesting story, man. It's a fun character. Like I said, we know all this Doom. They ramping up Doom because they gotta put Doom out there to sell us on Robert Downey Jr., but just give me just Doom, man. I like Doom.
Well, Doom's one of the coolest villains ever.
Yeah, like people need to know about Doom, man, because Doom is different. He's not like the other villains like that. So,
and you know why he's uniting the Earth? He needs the Earth strong because Doom's been to space. He knows what's out there.
Right. He knows this shit coming.
Yeah, he knows what's out in space.
Doom has saved them from that shit from space before.
Yeah. So
and they don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Earth needs to be united. He needs Earth under control. If he's gonna conquer space, conquer the universe.
Right. Because he thinks the only way for world peace is through Doom.
Yeah.
So I don't care, Eli. 5 out of 5, man. I'll give you this book. I love this book, man.
Yes, it's cool. Yeah. It's basically what I was expecting. Doom being Doom,
Yeah.
I'm sure that we know there's an angle coming. We know there's
Right. You get a whole bunch of
there's a
Doom is
catch to all
right
this. What's the
hashtags and
catch?
shit,
You
but
know, the catch is coming. You
the
know,
catch is coming. Yeah, it's Doom, but we're having fun in the meantime. So,
yeah. So
all right. So, what you got next?
I got Transformers 17.
Okay.
This is the Energon universe. You know, Transformers and GI Joe, kind of crossing over into the shared universe. Been a lot of fun. You know, Transformers. I've been raving about this Transformers book for like a year and a half now.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much been my favorite book, you know, for a
Been a
long
lot of
time.
people's favorite book. Remember, it's
Yeah,
out still in DC, like
yeah,
completely.
yeah. Daniel Warren Johnson. He's not doing the art anymore, but he's still writing it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, basically taking the old G1 Transformers cartoon and rebooting it for a modern. It's a modern reboot, modern, violent, brutal, and heartfelt. You know, that's how Daniel Warren Johnson is. A lot of dramatic heart to this, a lot of dramatic weight. That's just his style. So yeah, this is this is issue 17. There's a lot of shit been going on, and this is just a filler issue. Everybody's kind of all over the place. You know, Alita and a bunch of Autobots are on Cybertron. We have Beachcomber, and they're doing their thing. We have Prime and the Autobots trying to save people in Seattle from the Bruticus and Devastator battle that's going on. You know, basically everyone's spread out on separate missions, kind of like being put into place for the big finale, which is probably coming, in a few issues. This is 17. I don't know how long Daniel Warren Johnson is going to be on this book, but yeah, this is just a filler issue. So I kind of found it a little disappointed. It's not one of the stronger issues, It's just kind of an exposition dump. I mean, there are some cool character moments. Optimus Prime, trying to save everybody. At first they were trying to stop the battle, but now they're like, no, we just got to save everybody. Just that's who Optimus Prime is. We're learning more about Beachcomber, why he's a pacifist. That he was sick of war when he saw the Earth and how full of life it was. He like swore, why are we fighting? So there's some cool character moments, but overall, this is just kind of a filler issue, just an exposition dump, just a setup for what's coming, what's to come. We still haven't seen Megatron. We were teased Megatron a couple issues ago. He didn't show up in this. We're still wondering. That's the thing. I'm wondering what's up with Megatron. So yeah, like I said, a filler issue. Just I'll give it a 3 out of 5. This is probably my lowest rating of a Transformer book. Just because there's so much going on, and it is like all these different groups on their different mission. So yeah, 3 out of 5.
Okay, cool. What do I got here? Okay, you know what? I was gonna do a book, but I'm not gonna do that book. You know what?
Okay.
I'll do that book, but I'm not gonna do the book. I'm gonna just hit the high points. I'll hit the high points. Because I'm not gonna do it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is show you. Hold up, let me click it so I can say I did it, but I'm not gonna do it. Sam Wilson, Captain America. Like I said, it's the whole thing. They're doing the tie-in with that with the Red Hulk. It's not the Thaddeus Ross Red Hulk. It's the Robert Maverick Red Hulk. There's a difference. He's Red Hulk, but he can only be Red Hulk for an hour. So the basically just ripped off Iron Man. So yeah, he says it's like it's smash your clock when it's time for him to do his thing or whatever. Whatever. Gonna hit the high points. Look, he fights Red Hulk, but I think the reason whatever, he loses. Point is, the only thing I want to show you is he gets kidnapped. That bird dude Falcon shows up, him, the one I always skip, which I'm gonna skip now. So yeah, do that. And they also, but here's the reason I got this book. The reason I got this book, not because of Red Hulk, not because of Sam Wilson, because of him, the Shadow Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Shadow Soldier is Josiah X. Now, for those who don't know who Josiah X is the son / clone of Isaiah Bradley. So
Okay.
yeah, when they put him in jail and experiment on all shit like that, they also like clone him. So he's got super soldier shit and also all this like that. Thing is, we haven't seen this character since I think like 2003. You know,
Okay.
maybe he should have been like a Black Panther book or something like that, but he really ain't showed some technology. So he's back now. He used to be called Josiah X. He was a Muslim, all stuff like that. But now he is the Shadow Soldier. Still got Captain America powers, also like that, but he doesn't wear the colors because he no longer believes in America. The bullshit Anthony Mackie said, he believes that shit. So yeah. Oh, and the book ends with them being all brainwashed farming. To be continued. So that's all I got. Yeah. I didn't really want to talk about the book. I just want to just hit those high points right there. I only got it just because it's the debut
That's a
of the
sweet. Is that Alex Ross cover? That's a sweet cover.
Is it? Let me see. Was it an Alex Ross cover?
Looks like it.
I don't think it was Alex Ross. I think it's the other guy. What's his name? Artingium or some shit.
Oh, I don't know.
There's another guy. There's another guy that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good cover.
It's a good cover. Yeah, I like the cover. Yeah. And the next cover will have the Shadow Soldier on the cover. So
Cool.
yeah. But now, can we do our retro book?
Good.
Okay, like I said, I've been doing this Black Panther retro book. And shout out to y'all. Eli, I dropped that Black Panther versus P. Diddy review by itself the other day. And where are we at right now? It's cool, man. It's like 600 reviews, 600 views right now.
That's cool.
Yeah, so let's get that thing to 1,000 views by the end of next week. We can do it. Y'all can do it. I believe in y'all. You know. But anyway, let's go to this next one. Oh, let me get out of this. Oh, I got way too much going on in here. Let's see. Let's see. Share screen. All right. So the one thing we're gonna do is Black Panther number 12, still that Reggie Hudlin run. And in this book, he teams up with Blade. Blade is on the cover. Yeah.
Cool.
So we're gonna see. So what is Black Panther and Blade teaming up for? We're gonna find out. Boom. Let's jump into it. So the book starts off with, and I hope I don't take this out. Okay. The book starts off with they're in New Orleans. You know, not them in New Orleans, some other guys who is some teenagers walking around New Orleans going back home. The street light that came on, they're trying to get back there. And while they get ready to go home, they see a pickup truck rolling up, and it's like, oh, let's go get a ride from the pickup truck. And the oldest kid says, "Are you stupid? Like, we're two black kids in the South, and we see a pickup truck. What do you think is going to go on like that? Matter of fact, let's hide." So they hide, and they're like, "Who is it? Is it the Klan? Is it somebody else?" And while they're hiding out, the dude says, the dude in the pickup truck gets out like, we can smell you boys. Matter of fact, it's dinner time. So it turns out the dudes hunting them aren't Klansmen, or they may be Klansmen, but they're also vampires. So they may be Klansmen vampires. So they're about to eat them. So yeah. But before they could do that, of course, bam, one with the head chopped off. And he was like, "Oh, did you say first bite or first to die? My bad." And boom, Blade shows up because he smells some redneck vampires. So he's about to go to work, start chopping their ass up. And he was like, "Oh," y'all didn't run when y'all saw me? Well, I'm Blade, you vampire crackers. Like, he says that. Start chopping up heads like that. I think he's having too much fun chopping up vampires that he forgets that the other vampire is free. So the other vampire that he isn't chopping up goes after those kids. And before he can get caught, he gets stabbed in the chest with a tree limb. And the kids is like, "Wait, Blade, where'd you get those powers?" He's like, "I don't have those powers." And the tree limb also sets him on fire. You're like, "I don't have those type of powers." He has those type of powers. He's like, "He who?" And it turns out it is, bam, Brother Voodoo riding in a 73 Eldorado. So meanwhile, Black Panther is flying, also heading to New Orleans also. And he's got Luke Cage with him. Since Luke Cage got his clothes burnt off by fighting a dragon, he's wearing Wakandan clothes now. And Luke Cage is asking T'Challa, like, "Why didn't you take up Shang-Chi's sister on her offer? She's like the baddest chick I've ever seen. She's like Asian Halle Berry. Why you take up on it?" And T'Challa's just like, "Look, man, I'm not looking to sow my royal oats. I'm looking for a wife. I ain't got time for that. I'm just gonna break her heart later on so we can move on past that." And he's just like, "Oh, yeah, you got it like that." So now T'Challa tells Luke Cage the real reason why he hired him. "I didn't hire you for that Shang-Chi shit bullshit. I had you for this mission right here. We're headed to New Orleans." So why are we headed to New Orleans? We're headed to New Orleans because Hurricane Katrina just tore apart the city. It's around that time of year when it happens. So we are going to help out the relief of Katrina. I'm also going to help them out with some funds, and we're going to help relocate people and put the city back together. I'm like, cool, I'm with that. Oh, also, I need you to crack some skulls while we're down there too. You're like, wait, why you crack some skulls? Like, yeah, reason you need you to do that is because I've been seeing what's going on in the city, and there's a lot of shit going on right there. People from outside cities coming in, gang territories, big companies trying to come in, trying to take over the city. I need you to beat some people up, whoever I point to it. You're like, okay, let's head there. So you go there and they fly there, and Monica Rambeau is there also because she lives in New Orleans. She's there. So they actually, you can see you can see houses underwater in there because they're trying to free people, get people out of water from Katrina. And she's trying to find her aunt. She finds her aunt, and her aunt and uncle shoots at her because they think she's a vampire. Like, I'm not a vampire. I just look like a ghost, So they're basically trying to tell her that there are vampires in New Orleans right now. We don't know where they came from, why they're here. So while the city is dealing with all this bullshit, we got to deal with that bullshit too. Meanwhile, FEMA wanted to cut us a check. So we know they're not going to help us with vampires. So the city's got to figure it out. So, all right. So what do we got here? Oh,
political.
It's political. Escapism.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the inland of New Orleans, people, the rich people, the haves and the have-nots, they're suffering a little bit, but the point is they're glad the city is getting flooded right now. Because they're glad the levee is washing away the undesirables. So they can move in and make the city the way they want it to, or the way the way his granddaddy wanted it to be. You know what it means. Make America great again. Yeah, that's what they want to do. So they're laughing it up and shit like that. And he's like, oh, no, we're going to do it the way I want to do it. He's like, who are you? And who is it? It is that dude's granddaddy. Apparently, he's a vampire. And he's just been chilling the whole time right there. So, and he, proves his dominance, kills a bunch of security guards, blah, 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 like that. He's like, look, we're going to take over the city, but I'm in charge of how we take over the city. But I'm not going to turn the rest of you into vampires because I need humans to do my bidding. Plus, who's better to do my bidding than the family? Am I right? So meanwhile, you got FEMA stopping people from helping them out because they want nobody to help them out. And who's mad at them to helping them out? NBA star Karl Malone. Now, last issue, 2 issues ago, T'Challa beat the shit out of P. Diddy. If we knew then what we knew now about Karl Malone, T'Challa would have beat the shit out of him too. But he's also canceled. We're not going to talk about him. But anyway, he's trying to help out, stuff like that. And when he sees T'Challa, so he's like, oh, so you're going to let him through, but you're not going to let me through? Fuck it, get out of my way. So he basically gets the people through. So they're going to go and help out FEMA also. And you get this awesome panel right here of Black Panther and Luke Cage helping Katrina victims relocate, getting them out the city. So the cool ass panel right there. Meanwhile, when you got
that'd be so woke.
It would be so woke right now.
Like woke trash. Oh.
And then when they get there, then they get attacked by vampires underneath the city, underneath the towers, because they didn't know vampires here, or at least T'Challa says he didn't. So he takes a mop, cracks it in half, and stabs them.
Oh, shit, that's even more woke shit.
More woke shit, right? And that's when you hear "not bad" for some amateurs, and he turns around and it is Blade, Brother Voodoo, staring at Luke Cage and Black Panther. Eli, I know you've seen this panel before. It's a meme at this point.
I'm sure, yeah, it looks familiar.
Yeah, it pops up all the time as a meme, but this is where that meme comes from this comic right here. So yeah, and then what he's telling you, so what's going on right now? Yeah, because you got an army of vampires invading New Orleans, and guess what? The sun's about to go down. To be continued. So yeah. So the next issue is the last issue of To the Hard Way. They're in New Orleans, the Big Easy, fighting vampires during Hurricane Katrina. So yeah, that's the story. I just wanted to just do that part right there, finish it up, and see what we got there. So yeah. Anything you got? I feel like we missed this. I feel like something else we supposed to be talking about.
No, that's all the books I got. I mean, I read Doom.
Mm-hmm.
I did read. Oh yeah, Absolute Batman. What else did I read? I read that new Aquaman, which was fine. He fights more monsters.
Didn't know there's a new one out. Okay, he's still in the Dark Side is world.
Yeah, the Dark Side, Omega, whatever. He fought some weird demon under the sea. What the hell? I read something else. Oh, the Deadpool Wolverine book.
Deadpool Wolverine. Okay.
Yeah, number 2. That was fine. Yeah, it's all fine. Is that it?
I think that's it. Matter of fact, I
Yeah.
think we got enough show.
Oh, and then the moon that was following us. That was
Oh, that's
another
y'all? Okay.
filler issue. Yeah,
Okay.
setup stuff. So
Okay.
yeah, that I'm booked out.
Okay. He's booked out. I'm booked out. We got enough show. Y'all got enough show. I think we have said everything we need to say about Captain America, Brave New World. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything I think we've discussed all the symbolism, all the Easter eggs, all the plots, what we thought about it, the ratings, and like that. Y'all have enough. Y'all are enough with our show. So yeah. If you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe. We're gonna come in with some more stuff. And I don't know what's gonna happen next week. We'll talk about something else. We won't talk
Cobra
about Captain America.
Kai, yo. 2 hours on Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai? You doing Cobra Kai? Eli's doing Cobra Kai. Balls deep over analyzation.
Yep.
This will be the ultimate one-stop shop of Cobra Kai-ness you need.
The lore, the mythology,
Right. Everything.
symbolism.
Right. Politicalness, all that shit. All right. But until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel. Until then, die 1,000 deaths.